welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy to have you all here. I hope you're all having a beautiful, blessed day. Let's do some Am I Overreacting? Am I overreacting by how I responded? My boyfriend is upset with me for skipping my workout routine today. Context. We love context. I'm going on 10 weeks pregnant and honestly just exhausted most of the time. I used to go to the gym regularly, but now with how I've been feeling lately, I haven't had the motivation to work out as much. So you're in the first trimester. I hear that the first trimester is the hardest and the worst for women. I've never been pregnant. I never intend to be pregnant, so I'm never going to experience this. But I hear that the first trimester, the first 12 weeks are the hardest. So I get it. My boyfriend got upset with me this morning because I said I would be skipping again. We talked about this before I became pregnant and made an agreement that I would try to maintain my mental and physical health. He sees this, amongst a few other things, as me falling back on my word. It led to these texts with him calling me toxic and depressing. Am I overreacting, or is it him that is being insensitive to what I'm going through? He is 100% insensitive as to what you are going through. Males will never understand. Never understand. I will never understand because I'm never going to experience this myself, and that's a choice that I have made, and I'm okay with that decision. I've always said it from the time I was a child, and now I'm like in my 40s and I am still saying it. So I'm very happy with my decision to never have children. So I'm never going to experience this. So I'm never going to understand completely. Men cannot have babies. They will never experience this. Even if they wanted to experience this, they will never experience it. And they will never understand it. If you don't feel well enough to exercise, you should not exercise. He has no right to tell you what to do. Pregnancy is draining and it makes you feel unwell. His first response should be, is there anything I could do for you? Absolutely. Or, you don't want to exercise? That's fine. I hope you feel better soon. You are not overreacting, my dear. Am I overreacting for considering divorce as my husband refuses to resolve an issue which he himself keeps bringing up? Hi. Hello. I, 34 female, and my husband, 37 male, have been married for 4 years. And up until now, there is one consistent issue which keeps coming up in our arguments, for which I am thinking of separating from him, as he refuses to find any solution or follow any of my suggestions for the same. The issue in question happened on our wedding day, involving my mum and mother-in-law. Since neither of us were there at the time of the incident, I don't have the full picture of what actually happened. As per my mum, since she was stressed already and mother-in-law was further increasing her stress levels, she firmly asked her to finish the rituals. As per my mother-in-law, my mum insulted her and her brother in front of everyone, which is unacceptable. This issue doesn't come up until after a year into our marriage, when my mother-in-law told my husband some version of the incident, and both his family and him cut contact with my family and blocked their numbers, before which they were talking normally with them. I am saying some version as I don't believe all the things mother-in-law says, as she has a habit of lying. Have faced it firsthand related to me, as she mentioned some things to my husband for which he got angry at me, which in reality didn't happen the same way she said, but my husband believed her more than me. Your husband doesn't support you. Your partner should believe you and should support you 100%. Regardless of whether it's his mother or not. And he is not supporting you. What a jerk. My family even stayed at their place once, as they had invited them over, but there was never once a mention of this incident in any of their talks. Even I got to know about this incident in one of my husband's temper outbursts when he started talking crap about my family, after which I told my family to not contact them anymore if they don't want to talk. The no talk situation has been continuing since, for which I did suggest to arrange meet up between both our families and figure out a way forward, as the mention of the same incident keeps coming up, but my husband refuses directly for the same. To the most recent incident, my husband and I shifted to our home this year, which we both invested in, and since all work is completed, we have invited our family to visit. I asked my family to come visit after my in-laws have visited, so that there is no issue later on. My husband's family has already visited now, so my family is coming to visit next week. My husband, after learning that my family is coming, first said that he doesn't want to be in the same place as them, so he will leave for his family's place, for which I told him that he doesn't need to think too much about it, as my family won't bother him much, as they won't be staying full-time in the house, as they plan on doing some sightseeing during the week they are staying. We need to go to the office too, but he refused. After a few days, he said he won't let my family set foot inside the house, as it's not their house, which I reminded him that it's not just his house too. It's both our place, but he's still saying the same thing and then continued to badmouth my family. In return, I said he won't be doing any such things, and things are at a standstill now. We aren't talking to each other much. My family is still coming, and I'm planning on going back with them, as there doesn't seem to be any solution to the situation, and will serve him divorce, as I won't be cutting contact from my family. Oof. This one is a tough one. I'm sorry that you are dealing with this. I don't think you're overreacting. I think the families should have gotten together long ago and sorted this issue out and just gotten to the bottom of it and dealt with it. And your husband should be supporting you. He should be believing you, and he should be helping you with this family rift. He is making it so much worse. He is not helping at all. He is just siding with his family, and he doesn't respect you, girl. He does not respect you. I don't blame you for wanting to divorce him. Wow, this goes deep. Divorce is definitely the right way to deal with this. He isn't willing to give an inch. I can't even think how this 4 years plus he's been treating you. There's no other way to deal with a mama's boy. It sounds like this fits a common pattern with covert narcissistic mothers and their golden sons. These women are always victims and make all occasions about them. You're always trying to make up for some invented slight. It's part of the MO. He won't let my family set foot inside the house, then continue to badmouth my family. For such a rude guy, I really can't find a reason not to divorce him. Absolutely. Not overreacting, love. Am I overreacting? I feel like throwing up, my tummy curling after finding out I'm the other woman. In my early 20s, just moved to the city, and this was my first time joining a community for SWF companionship to find long-term and meaningful connections, which I made clear. I met this guy who said he was in his late 20s, worked at the airport, and wasn't from the city either. I didn't dive in right away because, well, who knows if scammer. So I observed, took my time, and played my cards carefully. He checked all my boxes. Eventually, I agreed to meet him. We clicked instantly. He was gentle, never pushed me into anything I wasn't ready for. He gave warm forehead kisses, tight hugs, and would visit me whenever he could despite his busy schedule. He'd even say his inner child felt safe with me because in real life he had to be the man, working, providing, and being the family breadwinner. I thought, maybe this is it. But things started changing. He became jealous of my guy friends whom I've known for years. He'd say things like, they just want to F you. every time a guy talked to me, both in real life and online. He'd get mad whenever I went out, even just to walk or clear my head. I always had to over-explain myself, over-reassure him until it felt like I was walking on eggshells. Then recently we fought because I came home late. I told him I wasn't in the right headspace, that I just needed to regulate my emotions. Instead of understanding, he told me I wasn't grateful for what I had. The others had it worse. I poured my heart out explaining how invalidating that was, but he ignored me for days. When he finally messaged me again, it was just, JW, you arrived, nah, here from flight. Something felt off. I couldn't sleep. When I searched his name, nothing came up. Then I remembered he mentioned a certain game club, so I checked it out and found a profile with his face, his real name, and actual details. He wasn't who he said he was. Different surname, not an FA, definitely not in his late 20s. I even found his ex's IG, full of posts about him and their little family. What hurts most? The last post about him was just this June. Meanwhile, he told me they broke up a long time ago. To make it worse, I found his Reddit account through a bypass, and he's been posting NSFW stuff from 2022 to 2025, clearly the same timeline as their relationship. Now I just feel disgusted that I believed him, disgusted about myself. I don't deserve to be treated this way. I don't deserve to be part of an affair I didn't even know existed. All those sorry baby just landed, have 15-hour layover, just finished my sectors, busy with chores. I waited patiently, gave him understanding, but was any of it ever real? So, am I overreacting? I don't know if I should contact his ex for clarity. I really don't know. Why do you feel you need to say or do anything to this guy or his ex? Just block and move on. Let him wonder why he got ghosted. You've spent enough of your time and energy on him. Don't waste any more of it. Absolutely. Just easiest option, delete, block. Am I overreacting? Wife reveals stuff from her past that I always suspected. My wife and I met on a dating app in 2011. We've been married since 2016 and have a son. She was my first serious relationship and was a party girl when we met, but she stopped. I fell for her very hard and we spent almost every weekend together. The major issues was she lived 2 hours from me, so we didn't see each other much throughout the week. Years into our relationship, she got into a huge fight with her mum and told me she went to a friend's house. She claimed her ex showed up and nothing happened. I guess I was stupid and young and believed her. I always suspected she did stuff with him, but she denied it. A few years ago, after we were married and had a kid, she admitted to it. Killed me inside. She said it meant nothing and shouldn't matter because we were not married. But you were together, so it does matter. It's cheating, regardless of whether you're married or whether you're in a relationship. Still cheating. Then I find out she screwed around on me with another guy when we first started dating. I sucked it up because I came from a divorced family and I didn't want to put my son through it. I gave her an open door to admit anything else. She said that was it. Last night she revealed her mum set her up on a date with another guy after I had already brought her a promise ring. She then told me she slept with 10 different random guys at parties during her party phase. She said it was before we were together and it shouldn't bother me. I know it shouldn't, but it does because it took her years to feel comfortable with me. Then I find out she was screwing random dudes. I do believe she's been faithful since we've been married and my son is 100% mine. She claims I'm overreacting. Am I? I think maybe you are overreacting just a little bit, but I do feel like she should have been honest about it. If it happened before you were together, then she should have been open from the beginning and let you know that she went through that stage. Honestly, most women go through a stage of doing things similar to that. when they're single. So, I mean, it's not out of the ordinary. I don't think that you are overreacting, but I do think that you should definitely be having some, you know, you are valid. I do think that you are valid in how you are feeling and having doubts and not being able to trust her, because it's been so long that she's kept all of this stuff to herself, and then it just seems to be slowly coming out. She should have just been forthcoming. But I don't really know. I wish you all the best. I hope that you can sort it out, honestly. Anyway, that is all we have time for. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out my channel, and I will see you in the next one.